The frying pan portion tonight is going to be one of my favorites, zucchini, which I slice up thin, and Brussels sprouts, and some mushrooms. So what I like to do is use a cast iron skillet out over the fire and saute all this stuff in a bunch of butter with some garlic salt. Normally when I make dinner up here, the traditional dinner for the first night, I don't know how it happened or why, and there is no importance to it, is some big steaks on the fire, macaroni and cheese, and then some sort of a sauteed vegetable like this. But I think tonight I'm not super starving, and I know as one usually I have the wife up here or a buddy up here or something like that, so I'm cooking for two. But tonight it's just me, so I'm thinking that a steak and a bunch of veggies will just be perfect for just me. So that's what I'm going to do there. What I like to do on my Brussels sprouts, and these are kind of getting to be gone, I cut the stalk off, and then I quarter them. Interesting story about Brussels sprouts, if anybody cares. When I was a kid, my parents used to force me to eat these things, and I absolutely hated them. And as life went on, that always stuck in my head. Oh yeah, I hate Brussels sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts. But then once, I just got a wild hair up my nose, and I said, I think I'll try Brussels sprouts again. But I'm going to do it my way. So my way is sauteing them in butter for just a little while. Not very long. I want to keep them crunchy. And so I tried that. And boy, I was like pleasantly surprised. This one's kind of far gone, so I'm going to let him go. It was a whole different ballgame. And I realized that the way my parents used to make Brussels sprouts is what turned me off to Brussels sprouts. Because my parents would boil these until they were nothing but mush. And they tasted awful. And I realized that, and I've known this throughout life trying different things, but flavor profiles of certain foods will change the longer you cook them. So in the case of these Brussels sprouts, boiling them until they were like soup totally changed the flavor profile. I mean, it's dramatic change. And I hated them. Sauteing them like this, just briefly for, I don't know, 15 minutes on high heat with butter and some garlic salt, the whole different ballgame. So, yeah, now I absolutely love them. And I got my wife hooked on them. She never, when I met her, she was pretty, sheltered as far as foods go and stuff like that. Boy, these mushrooms are gone too. It's a good thing heat's going to kill everything. So she was far gone. She didn't, far gone. She still is far gone. She hadn't been exposed to a lot of vegetables, typical kid, So I had her try mushrooms the way I make mushrooms, and she absolutely fell in love. She's obsessed with mushrooms now. I had her try spinach. And what I do with spinach is again, I saute it. And she's absolutely loves that. And now Brussels sprouts and zucchini and squash, same deal. So yeah, it's I've trained her, got her exposed to some things in life that have totally opened her eyes. So now I'm going to go out and put this frying pan over the fire and get that butter melted, and then we'll take all these ingredients and throw them in there, and whoo-wee, it's going to be good.